If any of you have tuned in to our Tuesday morning live streams, they're called Coffee on the Couch because we always drink coffee. And we wanted to show you today how we make the coffee that we love. A couple of things that you're going to need if you want to do this. We have a Chemex jug, I suppose. We've got some Chemex filters, which we really like, and they taste great. But we're actually going to be using this metal filter that we bought ages ago. We kind of prefer this one because it doesn't cause as much waste, and I actually really like the taste of it. But, like I said, coffee purists are probably going to tell you these guys are the ones. We have got some awesome coffee from 𝗧𝗳𝗧𝗵𝗵. These guys have started watching our live streams. They really like the music we made. So we sort of said to them, hey, send us some coffee, we'd love to try some out. I have to say it's awesome. On the rare occasion that we've run out of their coffee, we've sort of tried some others that we used to drink before, and I can honestly say that I sort of prefer this. I haven't found anything that I like as much. This is 𝗹𝗶𝗸𝗲. I'll open this sucker up. This is about as fresh as it gets. Smells awesome. We get it as beans because it's the freshest. And we've got this little grinder, which is relatively inexpensive. If you do like making coffee at home, then I would recommend grabbing one. This is quite good. It is a burr grinder rather than a blade grinder. It's kind of like two main types from the little research that I've done. I would go with a burr grinder if you can. There's loads of reasons why. You can Google them. For pour over coffee, you want to ground it somewhere in the middle. So not too fine, not too coarse. I'm going to go somewhere like there. If this is the finest, this is the most coarse. And if you can see, that says half a cup. That just seems to work really well. We're going to take a scoop, pretty much full of that, pop it in. Seems like it needs a little bit more. That's got it. Just gonna boil this kettle. We'll just do a, I don't know, we'll time lapse or something. I'm just gonna sit here and boogie away a little bit. Coffee dance. Okay, I'm exhausted now. It's a pretty big workout. You don't want it red hot, I don't think. It kind of burns the coffee. Let's get the coffee grounds in the top there. Just popping those guys in there. Another pretty slow, time-consuming bit. When anybody talks about this, it's pretty straightforward. But first of all, in fact, come on in for this one, if you can. Can you do one from the top? So, you've got to pour the first little bit in and just cover all the coffee, just enough to cover all of it, like that. And then you're supposed to leave that for about 30-40 seconds. They call this the bloom. Now you're supposed to do this really evenly and slowly. When we are prepping for the coffee on the couch, normally we're kind of running around setting up cameras and tuning guitars and ukuleles and mandolins and orchard hops and setting up phones. So what I normally do actually is I normally kind of fill it up, maybe a little bit more than you should. And then you can go away, read your book, listen to your podcast, listen to Ways Home's new album, Break the Silence. Why not? Treat yourself. And this bit's gonna take a while. I guess time for another time lapse, huh? Time lapse button. Beep. So the region this comes from is the Eastern Highlands growing. The process is washed, sun-dried, and the variety is 𝗪𝗪𝗲 and 𝗪𝗪𝗲. The body is full acidity and it's a bit winey, and the altitude is cracking. The altitude is 1,100 to 1,300. We can have milk with this, or are we gonna have it black? What do you reckon?
I think milk.
Milk, okay.
It's the middle of the day.
Yeah, morning coffee, always black. You don't want to sing after drinking a bunch of milk. Whichever your preference. Oat milk's good. Got a bit of whole milk here. Must be nearly there now. Okay, I'm gonna do a final little top up. We are up to the nipple. The coffee is done. Splash of milk. Yeah, that'll do. We're done. Okay, there you go. So, that's how we make our morning coffee. Anyway, post underneath in the comments, tell us what you do, whether you have a different coffee regime, and anything that we should try to improve our coffee experience. Anyway, cheers. Damn, that's good.